YouTube, coming to you with another video, man. We finally accomplished a long-term goal of mine. Paid off the truck, man. I finally paid off the truck. Woo! Big goal, big goal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and break down the details of financing the truck and go a little bit, like I said, further details about that. Now I know I said a couple things in different videos. People asking how much you paid for the truck. I told some numbers and stuff like that. And I told a low number. And I'm gonna tell you why I told a low number. Because I didn't want to discourage anybody from financing a truck. Until I actually obtained my title, I was planning on doing this anyways, breaking down the details. So I'm gonna break down the details of me financing my truck and what how much I really did pay for it. You got to think about it. I got my truck back in 2018, late 2018. So it was like November of 2018. Yeah, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. So late like November of 2018, I think that's where it was at. November, December, somewhere around there. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you why I did what I did, because I didn't want to discourage. A lot of you guys are getting trying to finance a truck. Okay, we get it. Everybody doesn't have cash laying around to buy a truck cash. Now, when I got my truck, y'all see the videos, y'all seen the old videos where I got my truck from MHC, I did the deal, whatever. I can't remember the name of the bank. But the bank went bankrupt or something like that. They went out of business. And another bank came in called Ascentium Capital out of Texas. So they took over or whatever. So, but my payments never changed. The payments always stayed the same. So the deal, when I first bought my truck, it was wrapped like a lease to own type of deal. So, you pay your monthly payments and then you have a buyout. Okay. And that's usually what happens when you're a first time truck buyer. Now I got so much experience and a little bit more educated. I could have probably went a different route. But like I said, a lot of you guys are kind of similar like how I was when I first got my first truck. I was hyped. I was ready to go. I was ready to start making money. I wanted to be an owner operator, blah, blah, blah. But now I got the experience, the knowledge to show y'all a better way of getting a truck. A lot of you guys already took those steps by looking at previous videos. So when I got my truck initially, it was what was it? It was 10% down for one. So I only paid $5,000 down. But if you watch my other videos, remember when I was at Meadowlark. Meadowlark had a program where they was giving $3,500 to go buy your own truck, and you can take it wherever you wanted to take it, but you had to pay the $3,500 back. So what I did was I went to go see about a truck. Once they had the program, I went to go see about the truck, got approved. They said $5,000 down. I got the $3,500 from Meadowlark. All I had to do was pay the $1,500, which made the $5,000 down, and I had a truck. And then what I did was I went team. I was doing team for like a month. To pay back the $3,500. It was like a month, like a month and a week or something like that. And to pay back the $3,500. And then I took my truck and I left. But remember, I did have the white truck at first, which it was a white Kenworth, but the white Kenworth was having issues or whatever. That's how I got the blue truck. But everything was still, the whole draw was still the same. The whole payments and all that was still the same or whatever. So well, actually no, it went up a little bit because I had got a newer truck. I think that truck was a 2014, so it went up a little bit more. But as far as the bank and all that, it was still the same. So I did that and I got the truck, and then I went, I leased on to Suntech and all that. But we're not gonna get into all that. We're gonna get to the breakdown, the nitty gritty of how much I was paying. So pretty much my payment was a little over $2,300, like $2,360 something. 2360 something. And I know I said in videos, because people ask, well, how much you pay for your truck? And I said, you know, I said $1,500 or something like that, because I didn't want to. A lot of you guys watch my videos, and you know, I don't want to say run with it, but you can kind of trust what I'm saying. And I didn't want to discourage anybody from financing trucks, so I tell people, like, listen, if you're going to finance a truck, try to stay under $2,000. Mine was $2,300. You absolutely don't want to go over $2,500. You know, and you gotta understand the struggles that I went through. I went through COVID. We still going through all this right now and stuff like that. COVID was the worst, you know. And you know, and I had to be out here. I had to work for real. And some of you guys, I'm not pointing any fingers in like that, but some of you guys are not willing to work. Back when I did this, the owner operator thing, people was working. Like the circle that I had, the circle I was around, we was out here working to get our authority. But now it's like everybody's want to get a truck and be home every day. Like, it's different. So that's why I say, you know, I try to tell people, when you're going to finance a truck, the dollars I got now, whether you know, if I could have did something different, what I would have did was actually go to my personal bank and got the loan, and then, you know, bought the truck outright. But I was paying a little, like I said, I was paying a little over $2,300 a month. If you do the numbers, you know, it was on a 4-year deal. You do the numbers and it come up, you know, a little over 100 grand. It is what it is. But I got the title now. I paid it off early. I still had like, what is it, September? So October, November, December, January. I think it was February was the end date. So I still had like 5 months left. But like I said, when I speak about credit, I tell y'all guys, man, this is what I'm telling you, man. I use one of my high limit credit cards to pay the remaining balance. Now I got the title. The title is the leverage. That's what it's all about. I leveraged it. I leveraged my credit to get the title to my equipment. I don't owe the banks no more. I don't owe that $2,300 a month no more. I only owe I think the minimum payment on that car was only like $200 a month or something like that. Of course, I'm not gonna do $200, you know, but I'm gonna pay more. But now I leverage my credit to obtain the title for my truck. Went from we went from $2,300 to $200 a month, you know, and I got the title. So that was a big accomplishment for me, is to obtain the title. Now, you know, we can call it, you know, I know a lot of y'all, I'm gonna just mess with y'all. A lot of you guys, you can call yourself a true owner operator. Like, that's what, you know, who says that? Chase and Andrew Jackson said that a true owner operator owns his equipment. Whatever. Well, you call it what you want to call it. But yeah, so that was the deal, you know, and it was, I think weeks back, I just had to wait to get the title. I did it I paid it off a while ago. But they get, you know, I kept asking for a buyout letter, because every time I asked for a letter, I was asking for, all right, well, how much it cost. I was asking for like every other 2 or 3 months. I was asking, all right, well, how much it is to buy out the contract or whatever. And they would send me like, they would say like, for instance, it'll be like $20,000, you know, left on the contract, but they'll be like, all right. I'll be like, all right, what's the best price y'all can give me? I was negotiating with the bank, pretty much, like you would negotiate with a broker. I was negotiating with the banks that own the truck, and they would say like, oh, you know, it would be like $20,000. But like, look, I got like $15,000 cash. Will y'all take it? Sometimes they'll say, most of the time they said no. So I kept paying it down. I kept paying it down till I got to a price where I knew where they'll take it. You know, because I kept adding the numbers. It was like, if I owed $20,000 on the truck, they would take like a buyout price of $3,000 less. So it'll be like $17,000 or something. I'm just making an example. So I was kind of figuring their algorithm of how they was going to take a buyout price. And that was, like I said, I was using my negotiation skills to buy them out so I can get my title to my truck. And that's pretty much what I did for this past year. I was doing it every other month, trying to figure out, all right, how far can I get it down so I can, you know, use one of them high limit credit cards I had, business credit cards. Let's put that out there, business credit cards. There's those, once again, I said in the video earlier, on the business side, utilization does not matter. So I kept getting it down till I was able to, you know, use one of those high limit credit cards I have to obtain the title to the truck, and that's what I did. You know, we might get a lot of backlash with $2,300 a month, blase. I'm telling you, I did it. I financed the truck and I paid off the truck. I did it. It can be done. But for you guys that's trying to come to the game right now, I strongly advise you to stay under $2,000. And that's just me personally speaking, because I know the struggles that I went through, you know, throughout the times of 2018, 2019, 2020. It was rough. It was rough. But like I said, I never gave up. I had a strong truck. I had a strong trailer, and I was able to keep going. You know, the breakdown was very minimal. So it was a struggle. And y'all saw the videos, and you know, all the stuff I went through with this blue truck. And that's what it is, man. The truck is paid off. It's done. I told y'all about the other trailer. My first trailer I bought, paid off. I'm pulling it right now, actually. So right now I'm pulling a paid off truck and trailer, man. We in there. So, you know, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, you know, thinking like, what's next for you, man? What's next? Well, nothing's gonna change. I'm not gonna change, you know, anything. You know, I'm gonna still continue to do what I've been doing, get some of these loads here and there, and still continue. Nothing's gonna really change, really, you know. But that's what it is. I just want to give my flowers to some of the guys in the YouTube, you know, world that's, you know, that motivated me, you know, with the Calvin League, you know, Calvin League, LaShawn Parks, man, they even though they had two different setups, you know, but it still was motivation. Even Be Smooth, you know, he was doing his thing too, man. There's a couple guys that, don't forget, I can't mention everybody, but you know, motivation, man. I kept going. I financed the truck. A lot of people don't talk about financing the truck and actually paying it off. Here's the video right here. So please share this video, like the video, man. It's a big deal for me. I'm pretty sure it's a big deal for you. A lot of guys that thinking about financing the truck and trying to figure out a way. I did it, even though it was wrapped up like a lease to own type deal, but it still can be done. It was, you know, it still can be done. So like the video, share the video, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video.